Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em. It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm.
Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility, allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit us today to get started.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and Parenting Education Coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice, KeversVoice.com. Always on, all the time.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the BCSN Game Time Show. I am Roy Evans, along with my guy, Sly, the sports guy, Williams. We are here at Charlie W. Johnson Stadium on the near the campus of Benedict College. Of course, we've got the big matchup today as Benedict hosts their across-the-street rivals, the Allen Yellow Jackets, or as Sly says, is it a rivalry yet? We'll get to that discussion. But we're going to have more folks coming in to join us and really getting engaged in some of the conversations for today. Sly, how you feeling today, man?
Man, I am feeling great, man. It's football season. It's rivalry week all throughout the SIAC. What can be better, man? What can be better?
Listen, the SIAC is in a quandary right now, as we may say, where there is a log jam of folks at that number 2 spot. We know that these Benedict Tigers have locked it up, pretty much know that they're secured to be in the championship game. I believe the only question now is whether they will host it, and that's with Wyndham winning today. They host, correct?
Well, no, the championship game is at Lakewood, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It's going to be in Atlanta this year.
Okay, I missed that.
Mm-hmm. The conference put it out about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month.
Well,
they
that's why I missed
the championship game would be at Lakewood in Atlanta.
Okay, so everybody's going to Atlanta, and then that just means to see who'll be I guess it doesn't matter about who's the number 1 seed in that sense, but there's a lot going on. So let's talk a little bit about what's happening at that logjam of number 2 for the SIAC. We know that Tuskegee, I believe, in Miles kind of hold their own destinies in their hand. Ironically, those 2 teams play today because if Tuskegee wins, they're in. Am I correct?
Well, here's the scenario, and I want to thank D2 HBCU guy. He broke it down. It says scenario number 1, Tuskegee wins. The Tuskegee Golden Liars are poised to face off against the formidable, well, let's put it like this. He has a nice long speech, and you know how he typed everything in. Really, really great. So basically, if Tuskegee wins, they're in. If Fort Valley wins and Tuskegee loses, that means that Fort Valley is in. If Albany State wins, Tuskegee loses, Albany State will be in. Wow. It's a lot going on.
It's not confusing at all. not at all.
So the easiest path is Tuskegee. All they have to do is win.
Tuskegee wins, and they're in. They, of course, are going to be at Miles over in Fairfield, Alabama, and that's going to be a big game. We actually will have the audio broadcast for that one on the network starting at 4:45 Eastern Yep, 4:45 p.m. Eastern. Frank Lee, Kendrick Hooks, and Ken Woodard are going to be on that call for us today. And we're looking forward to that game, man. That's going to be a big one. That one will set the tone for literally everything else that's going on. We've got teams like Allen, though, who are here to make a statement. Mm-hmm. And we're not going to get an Allen yet because we've had some conversations. We say we want to talk about some of the other stuff that's going on in the HBCU diaspora. And let's go ahead and start with the SWAC. And a little bit of my rattlerness is going to show up. Of course, we had our homecoming this past weekend and clinched the SWAC East Division. So right now, we're sitting, waiting to see which one of these West teams are going to be playing us in the championship game. And as Coach Willie Simmons says, hey, listen, we're looking to go 1-0 every week. We're looking to have that process and finish it and end up in Atlanta. But we're going to take every step individually as we go. What do you think about what's happening in the SWAC right now?
You going with me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you think about what's happening with the SWAC?
It's great to see the SWAC having such great football right now. A lot of people thought when Dion left, we'll go back to the doldrums. But Coach Willie Shotgun Simmons is doing great things over there at FAMU. And so now it's just really interesting who's going to pick it up in the West. Who's going to come out there and face them? I don't know. I'm excited about what's going on in the SWAC to see who will get to face. And I think it's going to be North Carolina Central. It should be North Carolina.
Well, that's the MEAC.
Yeah,
that's coming out of the MEAC.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, in the Celebration Bowl. I'm just really interested to see which one of these can if anybody can take out FAM on the West so they can meet up with North Carolina Central in the Celebration Bowl.
Listen, Coach was on the BCSN Sports Wrap this week, as well as being on the Dr. Cavill's Inside HBCU Sports Lab. And one of the things he told them is, see, I get to do this because I'm an alum. And he said these FAMU alum talk mad trash. And we write a bunch of checks that the team got to cash on Saturdays. And that's what we do, man. That's as the Rattlers like to say, we brag different. And we've been waiting a long time to be in this position. And so we're looking forward to some of those things. We're going to take us a quick break. Slide when we come back. Talk a little bit about the MEAC in itself, as well as the CIAA before we jump into some of the things that we're going to do for this one. We're going to do a short, abbreviated version today, getting you guys ready for the Carlos Brown show that starts at 12 noon. And then, again, we'll be back at 2 o'clock with our game right here on the Black College Sports Network. Stay tuned, and we will see you soon. I think we will. As we're having an issue finding something that should be right here in our face, and I don't. There we go. We'll be back.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em. It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm.
Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility, allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit us today to get started.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
All right, everyone, hello and welcome back to the BCSN Game Time Show. Right now we've got a special guest, so we're going to flip just a little bit to get into some conversation about these Allen Yellow Jackets. We have Mr. Cade Crenshaw joining us, who does the calls for the Allen Broadcast Network. So I am going to turn it over to Sly and Mr. Crenshaw.
Joined by my good buddy Cade, man. Cade, how you doing today?
Good, Sylvester. How are you?
Man, I am glad, man. It's the fall. It's football time, man. It's rivalry week going on, man. And for those you don't know, Cade does play-by-play for Allen. He's been the voice of Allen for probably, the last 5 years? I mean, since the program started?
3 years.
3 years.
Third year, yeah.
This is third year. Okay. Seems like you've been there forever.
Right.
Seems like you've been there forever. But you have seen, we're just going to jump straight into it.
Sure.
We're going to jump straight into it, man. It's a rivalry game. But my question I've been asking all week, Cade, is it really a rivalry game? It's not a rivalry until the other side wins.
You know, I think it's hard to not call it a rivalry when the two schools are separated by about 20 feet of pavement, right?
Exactly.
It's the Battle of Taylor Street this afternoon.
Battle of Taylor Street.
Just go back to last night. Of course, all eyes were on this football game.
Mm-hmm.
But last night, these two schools played in volleyball. Last night, Allen got the win 3-1, and it was a party on the floor afterwards. It was at Allen's campus. It was in Hurst Gymnasium. The students all jumped on the court. They were celebrating with the team. It was an intense matchup last night on the volleyball court. So, hands down, this is a rivalry. Anytime these two teams face off in any sport, it's always, always competitive. And you heard both coaches this week say the same thing. This isn't the type of game you have to get guys up for. There isn't too much rah-rah, the pregame speech. There's not much you have to say. The game will speak for itself.
And, it's interesting. We talk about rivalries and games speaking for themselves, not having to say a bunch of rah-rah. I saw your interview with Coach Keaton, your talk show every week. You do the coach's show with Coach Keaton every week. And he talked kind of about getting over that hump with Edward Waters. He said this is the 5th year. He had a bunch of guys, his guys last year. They couldn't get over that hump with Edward Waters, but how good it felt for them to get over that hump. And so on our pre-coaches call this week, we had this week with Coach Keaton, he says the same thing to his guys about Benedict. We can't get over the hump. Why not tonight? Why not this afternoon?
Right.
Why not?
I mean, you go back to last week, Allen beats Edward Waters for the first time in 74 years. 1949 was the last one. Now, granted, they only played 8 times since 1974, but still, the long-standing drought was there.
Mm-hmm.
And you go back to last year, Sly. This is an Allen team that went 1-8 last year.
Yes.
And it was always felt like you were always just that close. When the program restarted 5 years ago, it was a slow building process. You would improve wins year to year in years 1 through 3. Then you hit year 4 and you go 1-8 after you have 4 games decided by a total of 13 points. So this was an Allen team that was so close last year, and you felt like they were a team that was just knocking on that door. They were right on that ledge. And then coming into this season, I think they've surprised everyone. You look around how the SIAC voted them in the preseason, 11th in the preseason poll, and this is a team that's going to contend for a top 5 finish. Overall, you look at how improved this Allen team is, but then into today, you're going to have to play your best. You're looking to snap a skid, now granted, only 3 times since 1965, but Allen hasn't beaten the Tigers since 1965. So to take down the number 1 defense in the country, Allen's going to hope their top 8 total offense in the country. Something's got to give. Is the offense going to prevail, or is Benedict's defense going to stand strong?
I'm glad you said that. The matchup of the number 1s. You have the number 1 offense in the SIAC versus number 1 defense in the SIAC. The top defense in the nation. Right. You said the number 8 offense in the nation. One thing about Allen, well, a lot of people don't know. Their defense catches a lot because the offense puts so many points on the board.
Sure.
But their defense, talking to Coach Keaton, he said they were the number 3 ranked team in the nation in red zone defense.
Correct.
We've called a couple of games together. In those games that we've called together, the offense gave up more points than the defense allowed. Right. So we had some interception returns, fumble returns, and a special teams block touchdown, and the defense was doggone near pitching a shutout in a couple of those games. Can you speak to Coach L.C. Cole, the defensive coordinator, and what that Allen defense does,
With age comes being wise, right? L.C. Cole knocking on the doorstep. He's not there yet. He'll tell you he's not 70 yet. But, this is a defensive coordinator who's been all over the country. You go back to 1990, a young head coach hired him for the first time as a running backs coach at Toledo. The head coach was Nick Saban. He's been able to learn under some really strong names. Tom Osborne coached him at Nebraska. So you bring L.C. Cole in, and you always felt like the thing that was holding Allen back was its defense. Especially the last 2 years, if Allen's offense would score 41, at times the defense would give up 42. And unfortunately, that's just how the cards would fall. But you go back to last season into this year, it's a revamped defense. They're going to bring a ton of different blitz packages, and especially the secondary as well. That's a piece that burned Allen a lot in years past. They've ranked in the bottom half of the SIAC in terms of passing defense in the last 4 years. But this year, a much improved group. Corners coach Nitron Stork, who started out his career at Allen, then went on to play at South Carolina under Steve Spurrier, and he's able to step in, revamps this secondary, and there's really not a weak spot on this defense. You look at DeLil Wilkins, the outside corner. He has the 3rd most picks in the SIAC, 3rd most PBUs, pass breakups, in the entire country. So, there's really not an area of this Allen defense you can look to and you can easily pinpoint, they're going to try to attack this. The run game, teams haven't been able to really create run games this year. As far as passing attacks, like I said, that secondary's been big. So this is going to be interesting for me to see. L.C. Cole's defense has been strong all season. They have been tested at different times, whether it be Miles, whether it be Edward Waters, whether it be Fort Valley State earlier in the year. That was a game you and I had. They've had tests this season throughout, but today's going to be their toughest one.
It will be the toughest one. I am so looking forward to this, just to see the improvement. And you talked a little bit about the steps that Allen has made as a program. The steps Allen has made a program. They have made huge and great steps and great strides. And it's stuff that everyone can be proud of. We're going to take a quick commercial break before we go, but we want to thank you, Kay, for sitting down and talk to us. We appreciate having you here. Man, one of the great guys I like to work with. The one and only Kay Crenshaw. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks a lot.
Connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Cover's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Cover's Voice, Cover's Voice, CoversVoice.com. Always on, all the time.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em. It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm. Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions.
Welcome back to the BCSN Game Time Show. I'm Sly, the sports guy, and I am joined by a good friend of mine. Let's start off like this. Motivational speaker, author, Benedict alum,
big Benedict alum,
Benedict letter winner,
yes,
player on the early 2000 Benedict team, and an awesome dad too. The one and only Kyle Green. Glad to have you here, Cal.
Man, I'm excited to be here, man.
Man, it is football time in the fall, and I'm going to start off the same thing I said to Cade on the last one. It is a rivalry game.
Big rivalry.
But wait a minute. Is it really a rivalry until the other team wins? The other team wins.
I mean, but you know what's crazy? So I'm going on Facebook, minding my own business on Beyonce Internet, and suddenly I see these Allen folks, they pulling information off our website going back to 1946, showing that they actually lead the series. So they like, we lead the series 13 games to 9. But if we look at the past 3 games, we own it.
You own it.
So we live in a what have you done for me lately world.
What have you? And then considering the last time you played before those 3 games was 1974.
That's what I said. They went back on slavery. I said nobody cared what happened during slavery.
Man, that is awesome, man. But when you talk about the last 3 games, and we will talk about the recentness of Benedict, the program is changing. You played here in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was a lot different. You guys played at Bowdoin Stadium over there.
At Bowdoin. We actually practiced on the pavement of Bowdoin. I was there. I got here in 2000. I played all 4 years. I started every single game except one. So I've been here when it was Coach Felder, Coach Hendricks, and when we were trying to build a program. I remember when they started, talking about building a stadium, and they had like the practice field. So my last year, we practiced at the practice field, like right out here.
Okay.
And I can remember just them moving the dirt. I said, man, they never gonna build it. They never gonna build it. So I never had the luxury of playing here, but I was there. I want to think that I'm one of the players who helped the team get to where they are today. Somebody had to lay that foundation. Somebody had to take the wounds. Somebody had to lose to the Fort Valleys every single game, lose to the Albanese, lose to the Tuskegee. I wear that crown. But I'm so excited for what the team has done over the last couple of years, what Coach Berry, just the visionary Dr. Artis, knowing that we needed a coach like him to turn around the program. And now we're one of the top programs in the country when you look at Division II football.
Definitely one of the top programs in the country. We talk about the improvements and everything that's made. What can you say about this stadium, Charlie W. Johnson Stadium, man? I've been doing this for 20 years. I've been calling games for 20 years, and without a shadow of a doubt, this is probably one of the top 5 D2 stadiums that I've ever been in. I know you travel all over the nation. What can you say about this stadium?
I can just say, man, when they had the vision of building this stadium, right, I didn't know it was gonna look like this. Like, I didn't know this was the vision. And that's the thing about visionaries. They see something before it even happens. And you always hear, if you build it, they will come. And so they built something this big, even when we wasn't a really good football team, but they saw it. Like, sometimes in your life, man, you have to see it before you actually see it. So now you got me going in motivational speaking camp.
And you're getting this for free. You're getting this for free. He charged us to give you this. Yeah. You're getting this for free.
So when you look at this stadium, even when you look at the visiting side, like, really nice. I mean, the concessions. And then when you look at what we have on our side, man, it's just something state of the art for a Division II program. You have recruits that come in and they see something like this. It just kind of gives them like hope that I can play in front of a nice crowd. I can play in a really nice facility. And for Benedict to have built something like just speaks about where the college is going as a whole.
Yeah, awesome, man. Like I said, I love calling games here. Being born and raised in Columbia, I remember those Benedict. When I came out of high school, somebody said, "Hey, you want to play for Benedict?" I said, "Hey, man, come on, come on." I'm a little bit better.
They played at Bowden. What? They only got the old stadium.
That's where I played in high school, man.
But if you think about it, though, Allen, they played at Westwood. And they've turned their program around in these last couple of years, and that just speaks volume. Like, great things happen on Hardin Street. Like, we are a rock's throw from each other. Like, they the little brother, they the little sister now. Let's establish that real quick. But it's just a beautiful thing that they're doing. Like, I might poke fun, but Allen is doing an absolutely amazing job. But today, 40 ball. 40 ball.
Slow that. Say that. Right. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we take a quick commercial break, we're going to bring Cade back in here, and we're going to talk a little bit about this game, and we're going to get those predictions. It's the BCSN Game Time Show here live at Charlie W. Johnson Stadium at Benedict College.
And redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
And welcome back to the BCSN Game Time Show. I'm Sly Williams. They call me Sly the Sports Guy, and you notice I had to get in the middle of them. I had to get between them, kind of keep them separated. I have Cade Crenshaw to my left and Kyle Green to my right. Cade, play-by-play commentator for Allen. Kyle Green, super Benedict alumni, motivational speaker, ex-player. All, as you can tell by the uniform, he has came ready to support his team. Now, we have us a game here. Cal said earlier, it's Big Brother playing little brother right now. At the time, it's big brother playing little brother. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna let big brother speak first. What prediction do you have for this game?
Benedict by 38.
Ooh, 38.
We average 42 points a game, I think. I was at the Allen versus Benedict volleyball game last night.
Yes.
And Allen beat us, and they never beat us. And I just don't want Allen to think that that's about to be a trend. So I think we need to really just punch him in the mouth early. I know they talk about Allen's high-power offense, but we have one of the top defenses. And I don't think that quarterback is going to see pressure today like he's seen all year.
That is true. That defensive front from Benedict, Broughton, Danilis, player of the year, big time defensive end. Who else they have? They have Hannibal, big Hannibal up front, and then they also have that young freshman, number 97 from Cale High School, right outside of Atlanta. They have some horses up front. There's some horses up front for that Benedict defensive line. Not Kate. What about you? Pressure's on you.
Well, little brother owns the all-time series.
I acknowledge it.
14-9 Allen all-time, right? Let's not forget that. But no, I think it's going to be a really good game. I mean, you talk about two teams that have had unbelievable seasons, which does so much for the HBCU culture, I think, in Columbia. Yeah. It's so special when both of these two teams are playing so well like they are. So this game, I think, means a lot to the city. I think a lot to both schools, regardless of the outcome. I think this is going to be a battle. And you go back to last week, Savannah State gave Benedict all they could handle. It was a tie game at halftime. Benedict was able to respond, shut them out in the second half, and came away with a 38-17 win down in Georgia. I think today is going to be sort of a similar type atmosphere. Both of these two teams, they want this game back. And it means something to both of them in different ways. For Benedict, of course, the undefeated streak's on the line. Yeah. For Allen, this will be their biggest win since restarting the program. I mean, everything you want from a motivational standpoint as a coach is right in front of you. I think it's going to be a really good game. One of the top offenses in the country against the top defense in the country. You couldn't ask for a better clash. I'm going to say this is about a 14-point game, either way. I think it's going to be a dogfight to the very end. Maybe one team tacks on one score late. I think it's going to be back and forth early on.
It is. Now that is interesting, man. You talked about both coaches. Not needing motivational speakers, and both of these coaches are two coaches who can talk. Right. And they can talk, man. When you listen, I listened to at Media Day. I listened to Coach Dennis Berry, and the way he talked, he did a poem at Media Day. He had me ready to suit up. I was checking to see if I had any eligibility left to go through him. And then when you talk to Coach Keaton, I've talked to Coach Keaton. I think I've done 3 Allen games. And I talked to Coach Keaton, and the wealth of knowledge he has and the love that he has for this program. He said, hey, I'm doing God's work. If he can't get into heaven for what he did at Allen, man, the criteria is super high for what he's done. So both of these coaches are like super motivators, and the game is this big. They don't even have to say anything to these guys. These guys, they're right across the street from each other. For those of you who don't know how close Allen and Benedict are, it's literally Taylor Street. It is 4 lanes between these two schools. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, one of Allen's dorms is on the other side of the street. So technically, they sleep right next door to each other. Right. So this is just an ultimate rivalry. And, you know, people ask me, they say, Sly, what do you have? Who do you have? Who do you have? Well, let me break it down. This is the way I break it down as a coach. As a guy who's coached college football before, I break it down like this. You have an offense, and this is Division II. Division II, they play 10 straight games, straight throughout the season, no break. Now, you have a defense like Benedict's who run that pressure. They're in your face. They have a strong defensive line. Everybody's up and everybody's tough. But these are guys who've been, the strength of the team have been banging all season. So now you have some of these minor nicks, minor cuts, minor injuries that kind of start to weigh on you toward the end of the season. You have a team like Allen. They're a high-paced offense. They're fast-paced. They sling it around left to right. Everybody catches the ball. They have 2 stud receivers on the outside, but they're deep in the receiving core. They can throw it here, they can throw it there, and they can bring multiple people and throw multiple people at Benedict. Then on the other side Allen's defense is really, really underrated. Coach L.C. Cole has done some major things changing that defense around. And as we spoke a little bit earlier, Cade, we spoke a little bit earlier, Cade, the defense actually hasn't given up a lot of points. The offense is giving up a lot of points. The offense has had turnovers that were taken back for a touchdown, special teams taken back for a touchdown, interceptions and fumbles back for touchdowns, and the defense is doggone near pitching a shutout. They are the third-ranked defense in all of Division II in the red zone. That defense from Allen is strong, and it might be something that Benedict hasn't seen. Benedict has a problem with playing with their food. You heard playing with their food. Benedict has a problem with playing with their food. And you saw it last week against Savannah State. It was a close game. Tied at the half. And then the kickoff return at the start of the second half blew everything out of the water. And Benedict just took advantage of the mistakes. But Benedict has that habit of kind of playing down. Allen's coming here playing with house money. Nothing to lose. They can throw everything out there. They don't have a game next week. This is it for Allen. This is it. They can throw everything out. You have a game like this for Benedict, to be honest, it's about pride, really, because it doesn't really matter. They're going to be in the championship game. They'll probably get a first-round bye in the playoffs. So maybe you can sit a star or two in the game. I don't think Chinnisberry will do it, but maybe you can sit somebody. Maybe if it's third and short, instead of running Duhart up the middle, you might just take a toss on the outside. You never know, because he has to worry about injuries. So with all that being said, it's a lot against Benedict. On paper,
I don't like where you're going.
On paper, Benedict is the favor. But if I got to make a pick, I'd probably be big by 21. They're just too strong. Benedict's too strong. And if Allen makes a mistake, I have never seen any team capitalize on someone making a mistake the way Benedict makes a mistake. And when Benedict gets to rolling, when they get it rolling, it is hard to stop.
And Sly, what we're going to do right now is kind of can it right there. Get ready to get folks off. The Carlos Brown Show is coming up next, folks, so make sure that you stay online on the Black College Sports Network and tune into that. But before we get out of here, we want to give both of these gentlemen the opportunity to let you know how you can follow them, social media, follow the Allen games, and all that information. We're going to start with the little brother now, since the big brother started first. Go ahead, sir.
Little brother. All-time wins in the series and still getting called a little brother. No, appreciate you guys having me. You can find me on social media at KCREN, that's CADECREN. Pretty straightforward. Love for you to follow along with all action over at Allen Athletics. So many different things happening in and around campus. Basketball season just around the corner. We've got 2 brand new basketball coaches that are really excited about that new era. Allen on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever you look, at AU Yellow Jackets. And website just the same, auyellowjackets.com. Links, schedule, scores, everything you need to know.
And I am Kyle Speaks. Kyle Speaks everywhere. KYLESPEAKS. Kyle Speaks. And I'm going to end with this. I've never seen a yellow jacket beat a tiger.
Well, you can follow me at Sly the Sports Guy. I'm Sly the Sports Guy everywhere. Follow me. Check me out. Tweet me. Instagram me. I got a new jacket on today. Tell me about my jacket. Tell me how you like my jacket today. I'm stepping out a little bit with the jacket. So tweet me, text me, whatever you want to do. This is the BCSN Game Time Show. Carlos Brown Show up next on my JBN Broadcasting Network. We'll see you in a little bit.